Hello and how are you? Welcome to Homeroom with Mrs. Reiser. If you have a second and can grab your learning coach, it will be very helpful for you two to watch this quick recording together to understand what our homeroom is and how we're going to work together this semester. So if you need to pause the recording to do that, go ahead and click pause and grab your learning coach. So as we jump in, I want to welcome you back to school and get you started in understanding how to work in your courses and what homeroom is going to look like for you. So again, I am Mrs. Reister, your homeroom teacher, and we will be working very closely together this semester. So we'll have monthly phone calls and things like that. So I want to get to know you. So I thought I'd share a little bit about me. So I live in Texas, just south of Houston with my family. You can see them here, my husband and my 3 kids, and we also have 2 dogs. This is the Lily and Maya, and you'll hear them sometimes in the background. They are not very quiet. My daughter is a sophomore at Texas Tech University, which is where my husband and I went to school. And my son is a junior in high school. He plays on the golf team, and my 6th grader plays baseball and football, and our family is very active in FFA and 4-H, so we really enjoy doing that. A little bit more about me. I am your homeroom teacher. I am also an 8th grade physical science teacher, so some of you may have me for science as well. I have a Bachelor of Science from Texas Tech in exercise and sports science and a minor in biology. And I have been teaching for 21 years. 13 of those have been online with K-12 Private Academy. So I really enjoy online school. And as your homeroom teacher, these are the things you can expect from me. I will be hosting our week of welcome sessions next week along with 2 other teachers. You'll see more about those sessions coming up. All the 8th grade teachers will take turns rotating through and hosting our weekly Wolfpack sessions. Those are held on Fridays, and they are lots of fun. So I encourage you to always look for those. They'll be starting up soon. And then I will be completing our homeroom welcome calls. So calling and speaking with your family just to welcome you, answer questions, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. And then I'll be doing these things as well. We'll be talking monthly grade summary calls, just going over your grades and progress. If you need a back on track plan, I can help you with that. I'll be reminding you about permanent, zero, and end of cohort deadlines and helping you if you find that you need an extension, how to request those. So our week of welcome sessions start next week. You will see those found on my schedule in the course next week. You can change that view to see the day or the entire week. These will be held the 18th, 19th, and 20th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So you'll see the link on my schedule and you just click to join. You do not have to be on camera or anything like that. So don't be nervous about joining that live session. And while you're doing that, you want to complete the ORN course. So if you look in the course under classes, go to the online learning course. It's just an introduction to help you understand how to work in the courses, how to submit things like that. And then you're also able to see the homeroom course where there's a lot of information there that I'm giving you today. And you'll be able to go back there to see announcements, contact me, things like that. So let's talk a little bit more about those welcome calls I mentioned earlier. This year, our school has a Strong Start initiative to help families acclimate to online school and understand how to work in their courses and just get everyone started in a really positive direction. So I will be reaching out. I am required to contact you before the course begins. So multiple attempts will be made. I encourage you, I know that some of us do not like one-on-one phone calls, but I really encourage you if you can bear with me on this very first one. We can talk about your preferences in the monthly calls moving forward. But if we can schedule that time and just do a quick welcome and go through a couple of things, then I can make a note that in the future we can communicate in another way. Otherwise, I have to keep calling and leaving messages and calling and leaving messages, and I know that you do not like getting those. So in the course, under the welcome information in your homeroom course, I have put a link in to get your contact preferences. So maybe days that work best. This is for the learning coach. Days that work best, phone numbers that work best, times that work best. So if you can complete that as soon as possible, I will be starting those calls tomorrow on Tuesday. So as we go through, maybe I've said some words that aren't really clicking just yet. Your learning coach, if you're the student, your learning coach is the person that works with you, maybe at home, maybe at a school or an academy, wherever you complete your schoolwork. So the person listed as your learning coach on your account is who will be receiving those monthly phone calls. So if you find that there needs to be a change made or a phone number made differently, something different, a mom or a dad listed instead, an aunt or an uncle that's a learning coach instead, please contact the counselor and they can update the phone number and the name in the account for who needs to be contacted regarding grades and things like that. Learning coaches are automatically copied on any email that the student sends or receives. So just be aware that's why you probably see so many things in a day. Just quickly glance through those. You'll know if you need to read it or not. And then I do encourage you, please check your emails daily to get information about the courses and your students' progress. So if you start seeing a lot of missing work or failing concerns, then definitely a time to reach out to that teacher or schedule a time with me. Learning coaches should also be able to log into the student course every week to check the progress. So that means the student is working and completing all the lessons and checking their grades. So if there's any problems and questions that are not specific to that course, I'm happy to meet with you as well. So here's a couple things just need to know for homeroom. Your subject courses are going to open September 16th, and depending on the start date you chose, you'll either have access the 16th or the 30th. All of the lesson due dates start on September 30th. So lesson 1 in every course starts on the 30th. You're welcome to start beforehand, but you will not see anything populating on the My Schedule feature when you log in until September 30th. So before you access your actual subject courses, make sure you've read through your welcome emails and that you complete the orientation modules as instructed by your teachers. Many of us lock the course until the orientation module is complete. So just be aware. And then finally, here is my contact information. You'll also see it in the course, but you can call or text me at that number. If you would like to download Skype and use that, it is free and we can message back and forth that way, or you can always reach me on my email. And with that, I do want to take a quick moment to just go through what it looks like in the homeroom so that you can find a couple of important bits of information. So when you log in to the course, so from here you pop into the course, which is how I recommend you go into all of your subjects. This is the home page you'll see here. This is a copy of the email that went out, so you're able to read through that again if you did not. There's some welcome information, some important dates, things like that. So always check these announcements just to see what's coming up. And then under content is where the most important things are. You'll see a table of contents. So you have the homeroom welcome that you can click on, and this is just like a chapter in a book and you just work down in order. You've got the welcome recording, which you're watching now, and this is that contact preference I was mentioning before. You just click here and it'll take you to a form to fill out. Here is the WOW schedule, so you're able to see next week when those sessions are. And you'll also be able to find the recordings if you aren't able to attend live. And then as we get closer to the permanent zero deadline, that is in the middle of the semester, you'll see that permanent zeros, if you need an extension, there's some dates there that apply. So you'll need to read through that carefully. And during that time, these links will become active. And same for the request for the end of cohort. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea where things are in the course. You can always go under content, and that's how you find everything under the table of contents. So back to the home page. So that is all I have. It is very nice to meet you, and I look forward to speaking with you this week.